Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dara Taylor.
We've only had 2 months together. Good evening, Comedy Store. Or shall I say the dark, seedy underbelly of the Comedy Store.
She's cute.
So, speaking of dark, let's go ahead and get this race thing out of the way. So, a lot of people like to say that sexual orientation is more of a spectrum than a, black or white, yes or no kind of thing. And I like to say the same thing about race, personally. I don't think anyone is ever completely stereotypically white or stereotypically black. I don't know, I've kind of created a blackometer, as you might say, in my mind for celebrities. So, on the far right here, my left, your right, we've got Jesse Jackson and Eminem. In the middle? In the middle, we have your Wayne Brady's and your Bill Clintons. You play that. And then all the way over here, we have Taylor Swift, who's basically transparent. I tried to think of a black equivalent to Taylor Swift. I thought maybe Michael Jackson, but it still just seemed too soon. So personally, I like to say that I'm kind of over in this general area. Maybe about a Martha Stewart. She likes her arts and her crafts, but she's also been to prison, so she has so basically, according to my calculations, carried to 2, I'm an awkward white girl. In fact, I'm so white. There we go. Thank you. How white are you? I'm so white that when I say the N-word, I actually say the N-word. Like any other good white person, I'll take a look around and see who's there. And I'll use the air quotes, like Also, I lived in Harlem for a couple of years, West Harlem, and when I was there, I kind of felt like I was personally adding to the gentrification process of the neighborhood. I would walk down Frederick Douglass Boulevard, and I would see another white girl, or actual white girl, and I would see her and think, oh, look, there are more of us here. It really must be on the up and up. And I smile at her, and then immediately I realize, oh, to her, I'm just another black person in Harlem. Another thing about being a relatively white black person is that you're often described in a particular way. There are lots of adjectives they give you. One adjective, which is articulate. Which pretty much means I'm really impressed of your grasp of the English language, despite your obvious upbringing in the inner city. Yeah, so that's also, I moved to LA recently from Brooklyn. Which in itself gives certain connotations. A connotation, SAT word, write that down. So that gives certain connotations, like I pulled myself up from the pit of despair and poverty, the work to where I am now, unemployed in Los Angeles. But, but really, when I lived in Brooklyn, I lived in an Indian neighborhood with my white boyfriend, and I only really saw black people on the subway. But I'll leave you with this. Even my more stereotypically black attributes are still kind of strained through a filter of whiteness. For instance, when I go to the movies, I do talk. I do talk during movies. But I don't scream out, no, bitch, get out of there. I'll politely whisper to my boyfriend and I'll say, why is she going down that alley? There's a Starbucks right down the street, and I know that they have outlets and Wi-Fi, and she can Uber herself out of the situation. I don't understand why she's here.